Hey guys, welcome back to Pikastash's The Royal Trap playthrough. So, we're going to go to Oscar's route this time. So, for Oscar's route, you can't really follow Callum's route or anything, or like Nozaki's path. So, I would suggest you start over if you didn't save by the river. So, I'm just gonna flash forward through all of this because it's a lot easier. So, there's a button down here called Skip. So, it skips through everything you've seen before. So it only stops at where you choose like the decisions you have to make. And so there's a decision right here which says, I appreciate you too, or whatnot. What you do with Oscar is that you have to be very, very nice to him, which is highly annoying because like some of the times you just think he's an idiot, but you still have to be nice. So you just have to lead him on. And if you want the bad ending to him, just friend zone him. But if you want his good end, you might have to like kind of go through a few like things because it's kind of hard to explain like how to do it. So skipping ahead and all that junk, la la la. You see a necklace. So would you marry him? So this is the thing before. So if you say you still would marry him, that probably doesn't mean anything because he's not here. But just in case, you click I might consider it. And then you wear the necklace. Make sure to wear the necklace. Oops, back. So this is the same thing where Dolores comes along. And then since you're still wearing the necklace, it's pretty much still the same thing as before. But instead, because you said before that you would probably marry him, there's also like a change in the path already because it's like kind of like, I'm not sure if there's like a counter or anything in this. There's kind of like a +1 for Oscar's route. So, just keep flashing forward through, skipping through all of this. Don't really want to watch that again. You can watch it in like the other episodes and whatnot, because you can. So I'm gonna take this time and say that Duke Farad is really, really attractive, just because I'm a dork and I can do that. Okay, so instead of leaving immediately, you should stay and talk to Oscar. But he does say the same things, so I don't think she can fight. Well, now that we come to it, the romance, I can see it in his smile. I take a seat, and school my face to hide any hint of reaction. I must not appear jealous. Go on, tell me about her. She's very sweet, attentive. She's not like my sisters at all. She was so easy to talk to. You'd keep thinking of new things to say, and she doesn't think I'm stupid. You're not stupid. He laughs and shakes his head. I think we all are sometimes. But with her, I wasn't afraid of making a mistake. She told me about Catspier, how he died so young. Do you know they wouldn't even let her play with her own brothers after that? They were so afraid of her falling ill, they never let her have friends. And she hoped for two of us could be very good friends. I wanted that. Friends? You mean you two weren't planning the wedding? What? Well, I liked her, but don't you think it would be a bit sudden? Of course it would. All that worry for nothing. And now we've got far worse things to worry about. I just feel awful. She was so nice, and I just wanted to make her happy, and I let her down. You said earlier that it was Cassie's idea to go to the gardens, right? Sure. I didn't even know that there was a garden out there until she pointed it out. It was too dark to see through the glass. And how did the guards know to find you? I'm not sure. I think they came out looking for us because we've been out of sight for too long. So she lured you into the dark. She didn't scream for help when you were attacked. What are you suggesting? I don't know. It's just that, well, if you said she had no freedom and no friends, I remember living like that, and I at least would have my own sister as a companion. I was still allowed to travel. How much worse to be a prisoner in your own palace? Even a perfect princess would break eventually. She might have organized a plan to get away from her Minders for a while. I doubt we'll find her in the cellar with the sweets. But she might have run on her own. I did. Of course I would have run out, but I could not have gotten someone like Oscar hurt in the process. That's wonderful. What? That means she's alright, right? If it was really her idea, and if her fellow conspirators didn't betray her, and if she doesn't manage to get herself hurt during her adventure. Oh. That's what I have to go and look for her. Find her. Yes, right. Be careful. I grasp his shoulder and give it a little shake. Everything will be alright. Until now, it will be a simple matter to slip out unseen, out the window that is. So basically this is what we did for the last few episodes before. So everything is the same, like it doesn't matter if, like, whose route you're taking right now, it's all the same, so. And then, so don't give the necklace away, that's really important, so offer her money instead. So it's kind of what I did for Callum's episode, but I mean, it doesn't really matter, so. You can choose any one of these, it doesn't matter because I'm going to choose Prince Nazaki because we've already gone through that, so you can flash forward it really quickly, and I won't want to ruin the other ones for you. And, since he's your master, like, Oscar, it doesn't, like, so instead, don't go on Nazaki's route. So, but it doesn't really matter since you can tell him or don't tell him. I'm just saying don't tell him, just to prevent this route from happening. So, this is all the same, and, Callum comes out, yada yada yada. So, he's still trying to bargain. Blah blah blah. So, yeah, you're on Oscar's path, and he's just, like, being really snarky right now. Not really what I say, like, he's not really my favorite prince. So, instead of going with Callum now, you talk to Oscar first. Maybe have a minute first. Callum looks back and forth between Oscar and myself. Either you trust me, or you don't. I agreed to work with you. I need to talk to my friend. Fine, I will wait. Briefly. He steps out the door, leaving me alone with Oscar. We look at each other, and the first words out of each of our mouths exactly at the same time. Are you alright? You first. Oh, I'm fine. He came in, said he wanted to talk, but he didn't say much. He asked where you were, and I didn't know what to tell him. I said I sent you to the kitchens for a snack. I don't think he believed that. He took my hand, and all of a sudden, he twisted up behind my back, tied me up, pushed me aside. It all happened so fast. Twice in one night. You must think I'm completely hopeless. Yes, I do. Yes, totally. Okay. I didn't know what was going on. He stuck me like a goose and I couldn't even squawk. He just waited. Then, we heard the outer door open, and he drew his sword and went out there. I was afraid of the fight, and I thought, I was afraid. I'm fine. He tried to kill you. I've had rougher sparring matches. So have you. I'm not even scratched. Really, I'm fine. He's a dangerous man. I don't like the thought of you alone with him. I'm not going off with him like that. He's forced you into things already. He reaches forward, takes my hand, and turns it to display the mark of my unwilling oath. What else will he make of you? The reason I left in the first place was to rescue Cassidy. That's still in the plan. He's got to leave. That's all. You don't have to do this. We could find someone else to turn to. I gave him my word. As long as he doesn't force me to act outside my honor, I don't intend to break it. It's better to make friends than enemies, right? He stands there looking at me, his eyes old and tired. I have to go. Come back safe. I squeeze his hand in acknowledgement, and I make my exit. So this is the same as Callum's path, or as all the other paths. Unless you chose, like... No, I think it's all the same, yeah. The only thing that was different is that you had a little cutscene with Oscar, kind of. Not cutscene, but like just kind of... Not soliloquy either. Okay, so same thing. Skip through all of that. Okay. So, you can either choose he's good in a fair fight or he's better than you. And personally, I really think he's lame. But I would choose that, and I'll say, yeah, I'm still gonna choose it. I can't stand him. He's kind of dumb. He's really dumb. So they go, same scenes, the snake and whatnot. I mean, I really like the snake scene. I thought it was really funny. Pretty good. So, same thing, blah 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 blah. Okay, this skipping is taking so much of, like, this recording time. I don't like it. So, you either talk to Callum or Oscar. Because you're on Oscar's route, you talk to Oscar. Okay, so there's a cutscene. And, I'm gonna stop my video here and pick up with the cutscene. And so, like, subscribe, favorite, comment below, do what is, and thank you for watching!